Hey there, Dan at danliberto.com, where we are improving influence and reaching a greater potential. Are you a small business owner struggling with low income, high expenses, a lot of employee turnover, just issues that don't seem to go away? Well, 70% of business owners and business leaders, when surveyed, indicated that most, if not all of those issues would be resolved if they would create a healthy environment, a healthy culture for their people to thrive. And so what does that mean to us? Well, that means that if you're able to create that culture in your organization, then you're going to really, really affect your bottom dollar. You're in the area of your income and expense. So how do you do that? Well, only 10% of those organizations that were surveyed that agreed that a healthy culture is best, only 10% of them were actually able to create that environment. And so how do you create this elusive environment where you have your people that just love being there? That's just an environment where they just thrive and they just love coming to work. How do you do that? Well, I got 3 quick tips for you today that'll get you on that road. Now, I'm going to do this in reverse order. Hopefully it won't be too confusing. But the first thing that I will share with you is your people. Your people need to be positioned in they need to be positioned for success. And the best way to do that is to position them in their strength zone. So many people, they are not in position. They are in an area where they're not really aligned with their talents and their strengths, and they struggle, and there's frustration, and they have to work twice as hard to achieve the levels that they could if they were in their strength zones. And if they're in their strength zones, they're going to be doing things they enjoy doing. If they're aligned with their talents, they're going to be doing things they enjoy doing. So that day of work is not like a day of work at all. It's just another day of achievement. And so positioning people is very important along with their strength zones, where again, so they can succeed in aligning up with what they want, making it a win-win for both parties. If they want to progress up the chain and they've got leadership capabilities, leadership traits, then foster that and identify it. Work with your people to get them what they want so you can get what you want. The second thing I will mention to you is your organization requires certain strengths and talents, so recruit to those strengths and talents. Identify the people that want to be with you. Identify the people that identify with you, because if they identify with what you're doing, then they're going to be that much more inclined to come in and follow the roadmap. Now, that's not to say that they don't have their own goals and their own ideas of where they want to be. But again, insofar as those align with your company and your organization goals, then absolutely leverage that. And that way, again, we have a win-win between you and the employee. And then the last thing I'll mention to you, which is it needs to happen, but before you can place people appropriately, you have to recruit the right people. And before you can recruit the right people, you have to have an idea of what you're doing. You have to have a very clear vision and mission statement. So clear that when you're recruiting people, they see your vision, they understand your mission, and they completely and totally buy into that vision and that mission, because when they buy into it, magical things happen. When they buy into it and you've got them placed in the right position for success, like I said, magical things will happen. I hope that was beneficial to you. If you enjoyed this video, drop me a comment. I'd love to get your take on this. Also, I post videos weekly on family and small business in the area of ownership and communication, organization, direct sales, network marketing. So if you find that to be a benefit, or if that's something you'd like to tap into, like my Facebook page as well. Again, till next time, Dan at danliberto.com. Take care.